Hello. Hello to everyone that is here, and to future YouTube if such. Here, I need to bust out the master plan. And not much of a master plan right now, but here we go. The master plan for today. So, today in general, by and large, it's just going to be D&D art. Art, air quotes, some setup. As the title says, session 0 preparation. So, we know this is for D&D. So, we need to work on the main map. We need to set up roll 20. We need the session 0/1 like encounter. I guess the scenario would be at least write this out. And then now we're gonna get to the maybes for today. We'll do town map. First battle map. Those are maybes. We'll try. So that is the master plan for today. And then maybe later in the evening in like a split stream, I might just try to do some games with friends. We'll see. Oh, and then I'll try to oh my god. I'll try to write a schedule. I don't know. Alright. So, the programs that I'm using. I just want to document this. Nope. I want to just hit new. Alright, programs I use for D&D. Use for D&D. First and foremost, number one, I use roll20.net. We are a digital group. And just to pair it with, we use D&D Beyond. Or sort of what we do. That's how we manage, that's how I primarily manage, characters, character sheets, encounter logs, all of that stuff is through Roll20 and D&D Beyond. Number two, so for main maps, using Wonder Draft. And then I use Dungeon Alchemist for my battle maps. These are the three things that I use to bring things to life. But we're going to be starting off in, oh god, we're going to be starting off in Wonder Draft to work on the main map. So go ahead and pull that up. Love Rowendell. Alright, 1 second. Brilliant. Alright. Welcome to Rowendell. It is an incredibly densely forested region. This is a smaller section of a much larger map. This is the southwest corner of the central continent of this world. And this is primarily two sections. You have Rowendell, which is in orange, which is all part of the Feywilds. And then in the bottom left section here, where you see the green trees, that is the region of Threndal. It is an accursed land, which happens to be where the party's main campaign is taking place, in Threndal. Now the party doesn't know that our side. I guess I'll back up. I have a main group of 4 individuals that I run a game called Mercs and Mercs with. It was sort of like an LOL, like I'll just run a game for shits type dealio. We were all sort of feeling the itch, and I had a stupid idea one night, and it ended up being like our year-long campaign. We played almost every week for a year, and it was wonderful. Called Mercs and Mercs, and the region sort of beautifully expanded and flourished together with my players, which I thank them for. Amazing. However, it's been a year. I took a year off. I just sort of let other people in the group run their own games, and now I've been messaged by my members that they want to play D&D. But I'm not ready to jump back into Mercs and Mercs. We left off in a complicated spot, and there's some retooling that I sort of want to do, some new things I want to try, and I think to polish my skills and to bring myself back up, I wanted to do another small, low-level campaign with them. You know, bring them up to speed, get myself up to speed, but unbeknownst to them, it takes place in the same world. Like I said, their current campaign is taking place in Threndal, which is the bottom left section of the map here. Technically, that's not all of Threndal. That's just the east side of the Shattered Coast. They're in Doarth, which is on the west side of the Shattered Coast right now, which is not on this map, because the people that are using this map don't really need to know about it. They don't go into Threndal. All they know is that it is a ruined place, and that no one that enters the Forest of Threndal ever returns. The basis of this story, at least the start of this story, is from an event that happened, is the result of something that happened in the main campaign. At one point, my party was fighting werewolves, and in universe, it's a bit strange because beings like I say beings like, but vampires and werewolves are treated like myth in this universe. It was kind of a joke at first, but I think it's kind of fun because all these other crazy things exist, but fucking werewolves and vampires? Nah. Unthinkable that they would ever actually exist. But lo and behold, the party is fighting some werewolves. They end up dispatching one. They leave it alone to go to the den to take care of the rest. But lo and behold, when they return, the first corpse is gone, and it looks like it was washed away by the river. Cohen, which is this main town over here on the left, which unfortunately you can't see my giant blaring Cursor, but the smaller town, not the castle, the one closer to the Green Forest. That's Cohen. It is a burgeoning town. It is the second largest population center in Rowendal, and there happens to be a river that runs from deep within Threndal all the way out the bay, which happens to pass through Cohen. Now, that particular river is known to have the freshest water, but that changed. And now they're going to be dealing with a lycanthropy infection in this town, and that should be pretty interesting. And it's not going to be like a full-on lycanthropy. I think it's going to be some type of like rabid, like mutation of lycanthropy, like not full-blown. So we're probably going to see, I don't know, some paling-looking transformation type things. That's sort of the basis of this first sort of mission, or this is going to be the starting, the jump off point, rather. But I'm doing a lot of talking, so I need to actually start doing a little bit of work here. So I need banners for my cities here. I say as nothing is happening. Hello? The tablet was just working. Voodoo? There we go. Whoop. There we go. Alright, let's do labels? X labels. Oh, that just does. I'll do Lancelot. So I know this place is Owen? Owen. Feel like town, font color, that's okay, outline. Let's go ahead, base those letters up. Let's maybe make this a smidge bigger. Maybe I'll curve it the other way. Make the font a bit bigger. It's Lancelot outline. Glow, letter spacing. Owner. I don't want like a banner as well, but the Bilbo. Did it the Sinzel decorative, feudalistic, or feudalerica? Oh, that's good. Nice and bold. I like that a lot. This is Cohen. I picked this name because it's the starting town in one of my favorite MMOs, Vindictus. A nice little homage. But this is Cohen. And then this down here is the capital of Rowendal that has yet to have a name. This, I feel like, most capitals, especially in fantasy that we see, are, named after like the nation that they represent. Like Gondor. I mean, I guess like it's called Minas and Gondor, or Minas Tirith. I don't know, but I might call it Dalten. Let's call it Dalten. That seems kind of interesting. This will be use. Undo. Undo. Why am I not? This is Dalton. I feel like this one will need to be a bit bigger. Oh, we can give it. Just outline a smidge. Maybe look at some of these, like Pika. I feel like the font should be. I kinda like that. I might change Cohen over to this one. Can I even? Ugh. Okay. This. This one will be 36. Cohen. Font color, I wonder if I should do. What is. I guess it should all be. Let's just use like a really dark mint as the base for all of this. So this is Cohen. Again, we'll probably make the font. Let's do 30 Cohen. Outline. There we go. And then this one is Dalton. And this one will be 40 font. Increase the outline. Go. Dalton being the capital. Nice. We're not starting in Dalton. There's another sort of small town I'm gonna have to make up here, which is where the party is gonna be coming from, probably just next to this lake here. So let's go ahead and get our stamps. Small little village. Might have to get rid of some of these trees in the area. Much. There we go. Back to symbols. Excellent. And then we're gonna have to put some paths. These are just gonna be black, essentially. How does this look? I might do paths in Brita just so I can go over top, just because I've got so many trees. I always wonder if it's worthwhile to go with a really tiny eraser around the rivers. Nah, that should be fun. For vegetation, do we have anything that's like akin, like a flower? No, I'm gonna have to draw that myself. Okay, let's just keep labeling some stuff. 20 font. Psyllium. Psyllium is where they will start their journey. Okay, there are, let's just see. So we're at Fel English. Probably use something like this. Metamorphosis. We'll use this one for bodies of water. This is a bay. Probably call this I'll probably call this Alton Bay. Alton Bay. Oh, I need like a big banner just for like the top. It just says this Rowan doll. And this is a Shattered Sea. this. Oh, I got it. Badoop. Discord. What is it? No one. That's the Shattered Sea there. Well, I guess the Shattered Sea should be on this side. That's curvy the other way. Oh, I guess I'll call this the Shattered Strait. No. Yeah, let's just set this 0. This is the Shattered Sea. Okay. Let's just go back to... Was that El Pico? No, it was... Spell English Italic? What was I use? Oh my god, I'm the worst. Well, I'll say Metamorphosis. And then... just over... I might just write it on the top here as Frederick the Great. This Roandol. Make this nice and big. Roandol, Beauty, and then over here is Rendall. Oops. Down there, a little bit to the side because I'm gonna want like an art piece popping out of it. And I do plan on just like adding things like over time to this. So I don't want to go too crazy. I just need I see like some mountain names. Well, I guess I'll start with just river names first. So we'll go back to Metamorphosis. Oh, whoops. Still. Size, bump that down to 20. This is... what is sort of like... what would I call this? Roldash. River. I need to be even smaller. some curvature. More curvature. Yeah, I think those are just like the main things that they will need to know off the rip. So let's just save this now. I'm gonna export this, and then I'm gonna open this up in Krita. We'll just do some paths, borders, and then some little zone illustrations maybe. Nice. Close this. Let's just open Rowandahl. Excellent. Now let's go ahead and lock that down so I don't do anything silly. Nice. Excellent. So let's go and get like a dark. Can I even? Oh, this crude border there. I might go over that with like just another brighter green, low opacity. Oh, that's too green. Desaturate that. No, I think the brown is actually the way to go. But for just like a walking path though, I guess I will just do black dots. There will be a main road along the coast as well. Which will go down to Dalton. And then of course, there is, let's do a line tool from the port of Dalton to there. Those are sort of going to be the main roads that they might use. So we'll do this. And now let's do little illustrations. Let's just be in a separate layer. This is just paths and borders. And this is DnDoodles. Hungry. Alright. I did grab a Charleston chew. This is not real food, but my friends and I made a candy bar tier list not too long ago, and I wasn't able to properly rate these because I haven't had them as much. They're more of an American snack as opposed to a Canadian, but really tough. I suppose there's like a caramely nougat. Very tasty though. Okay. So, Threndall. Let's talk Threndall. As I've said, it's a ruined land. Ruled at one point by a king and queen gone mad, betrayal, pirate legends, chained gods, you know, all the stuff. But my players know it for the splonges. What is a splonge? A splonge is a special fruit that looks sort of like an orange or grapefruit at first glance, but inside is sort of this. It looks like a pomegranate, but it's like the color of mint, and it smells of peppermint, and you can't touch it with your hands or it'll start going numb. They're used in healing potions, or they're used as in healing. Their juices are used as topical bombs, and the dried peel of which can be ground into a narcotic substance. That is what my players are familiar with, the splonge, but one thing they did find, though, was the legendary Velvet Splonge, which is sort of a black-ish variant with like sort of an orange glow. But a member of our party, she passed like sort of like a natural arcana check and knew that this Velvet Splonge was in fact a Dryad's heart. Now, all of Threndall is technically Dryad territory, but at the time Mercs is taking place, there are no Dryads in Threndall. There are, however, the Splonges, which are the fruits of Dryads, and the Splonges then become the hearts of new Dryads, perpetuating the life cycle and whatnot. But so I'll probably attempt to do a simple doodle of a Dryad. So I'll go back to my brownie color. That's a line, not just a brush. Let's just... So... That's 9, I can't just like scale up the whole image. I could. But it doesn't need to be like good. Let's just try to like block out sort of like the shape of a Dryad. So say that's just sort of the head, and I'll do this in like multiple layers probably. Sort of torso. I don't want to go like past sort of like hands, sort of like giving off sort of like magical essence. We can get some like antlers or whatever going on. You know, dryad looking stuff. And then maybe like the images of like a couple like splonges on either side. I think that'll be sort of the goal. Let's do that. Let's lighten up the pen more, add another layer. I'll have to go down in size. Zoom in more. Whip. Alright, so let's just do... And then I should be able to like leaf stamp it or something to sort of get an interesting sort of texture out of this. But what is D&D and what is D&D? I think a lot of us know what D&D is. It's fine. Doesn't need to be like complex or anything. This is just gonna be simple. God, I started playing D&D, I don't know, 2014, 10 years ago? Wow. At the time, we were making our characters in 3.5. And I think by the time we actually started playing the game, 5th edition had come out and was well established. Which, bless. I do love 5th edition. It's very nice. I feel like I'm not the most like OG. There we go. I think I'll probably just have more. I'm curious, maybe I can have like both hands like out front. Maybe that's like the better sort of move. I think that is absolutely the better move. Let's bust out the eraser. Way too big. I'm gonna erase the back as well, otherwise it's gonna get distracting for me. Okay. Tablet keeps slipping away from me. So down and then oh goodness me. Let's hide this. What's going on here? Race. What's in here? What's going on here? I guess it would be mostly just like a flat hand. Oh God. Like that, I guess. And then let's. What kind of head do they have? Probably something like that. Then like antlers or something. Or like leaves, but I wanted other longes around this side. Yeah, let's do that. And let's do a bit of coloring and then just see what happens. Let's take this brown. I know like trees aren't that brown. And then increase this, but opacity will keep really low. Let's just try to get just some basic color down. And then I'll go over all of this in a different color after the fact. Maybe too orange. Need to be a bit more yellow than that, I think. Yeah. Oops. Close to the sun there. And then I want to, I guess, change to a different color. Brown. redo. Layer on top. I think that's fine like that. Just trying to give, like, the idea of a dryad, not necessarily the most accurate depiction. It's just... I just do square hands, maybe? I don't know. Let's just... I'll put that down. I think this area can be smaller. Let's just... Let's do that. That's better. Let's go back to my paint on this layer. We'll just have to go in and clean some stuff up, I think. Right. Get rid of that. I don't think there's any bleed anywhere else. So let's go ahead and... Oh, listen, I can turn the opacity up. No. Shit. I don't know why I started going sideways there, but okay. Let's do that. I'll go around the face. Let's go in here. God, I really am like in the tiny pixels of this. So, sort of. There we go. Let's just try to give some light. just to add some interest from behind. There we go. Oh, I missed a line. How embarrassing. Is there... I'm sure there's a texture I could find that would be akin... maybe leaves or moss. Maybe something like this. So a lot smaller. Like a dark green. I think this would have to be on the line layer. It needs to be over top. No. You. Sort of do that. That'll probably, so if I zoom out, I don't know how this looks zoomed out. What? Yeah, that's okay. I might go like add a layer in all the way behind. Oh, that's just the base of it. But that's okay. DnDoodles can be turned off now. I want to go to my chalk. Nothing huge. I just want to add similar sort of light green. We'll do that. Let's go back. Another paint layer. Back to this. Just define the splonges a little bit. Just not totally gone to the wayside. And then I'm going to take this, get like a bit of a darker color. Just try to add any type of texture that I can on these so that from a distance it looks a bit okay. So now Grundle. Beauty. I think is very important. I don't know what the doodle will be for Rowandoll, though. That's like another story. I don't know. Eat more of this Charleston Chew. So let's save this. Greta. There's Rowandoll. Yeah. All right. So next up, I think is, well, is Krita still up? Oh, that was still Krita. I can close one to draft is what I'm saying. What I'm saying. And then I can go. I believe it is still here. Good. I do not think my tab will be as much of a help, but now I'm just going to go into Dungeon Alchemist and see about making a zone map for their first encounter. Sick. So, for those of you who have never seen Dungeon Alchemist, it is a sort of AI-assisted tool that lets you generate terrain, interiors, and battle maps. They're in 3D, which is really nice. You can also turn them flat into isometric, with shadow, with not. You can also add a grid standard to it as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a new map. And because 50 by 50, so that's 50 foot by 50 foot. Might do 100 by 100 because I'm insane. We'll do forest. Yeah, elevation, not really hills. We're in a mountainish area that is a broadly forest. Rivers. Weather, water level. Let's see what happens. Yep, that's fine. Take your time. I know. It's thinking. Wow, it really is thinking this time. It's really thinking. My goodness. Holy. Is it thinking too hard? It's thinking. It's not doing nothing. Maybe I do a run back. Oh, there it goes. So let's see what it has generated for us. Lots and lots of trees. I'm just going to collapse this for now so we can take a look around. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm back. Alright, that was wild. I guess it's struggling. Oh no, my head. Well, maybe stick to 50 by 50. This is maybe a little bit too much. I am really pushing my beloved laptop Jared to the absolute limits here. There we go. I think this is much more... I suppose I did say a mountainous river, eh? That is a lot more river. Alright, let's try again. New map. I'll take off a mountainous. Close to... We'll just do some hills. River. This river? Yeah. Path is going near a mountain, so I don't actually need proper mountain. Excellent. We have a meandering river. Let me just... Oh my god! I'm gonna take you over here where you're safe. Good golly gosh. Alright. Might have to... I think as soon as I move the map... Yeah, that's when things freak out. So, I think while I work on this, I'll just keep myself turned off. But I will compare to my... What do I have here? So, this makes sense. There's a river that's coming down from this mountain, so this is roughly where we're going to take place in. is right there. So this is a bit too meandery, I think. Be quite rare. Settings. Grid on. Over that. Okay. On. It's a 5-foot grid. So I think which side of the river would it be on? It path would be on this side of the river here. So I almost feel like I should. Where's my terrain? I'm gonna raise all of this. I don't really like how this looks, or I guess I can. Oh, this is just to room height. Oh, whatever, that's fine. Let's just. I could just try again, but I think I'm just gonna make my own river. I'll probably use it as a guideline. Oh, and then it just fills in. Oh no, that's fine, I can do it this way. Thing is, it wouldn't, at this scale, it wouldn't meander as aggressively. That's not how geography works. There we go. That's a much smoother river. And then what I can do is I can make an oxbow lake here. There we go. And I think that's about accurate enough. So now we're going to maybe put down some crushed gravel. Not gonna clear anything. I need to go and just delete some terrain first. Oh, I forgot you can make raised cave area. Never used this tool before. Oh, I see. Can I undo? There a erase objects. Here we go. We're gonna have a path sort of through here that's gonna follow along the bank of the river. We cut down trees, then it'll go out through the corner there. And then we're gonna get terrain, paint the terrain. better. I'll go in and put some rails and stuff too. Maybe a bench or something there. But my first encounter is going to come from in here and then out to the party. Might have them come back out this way. Maybe it's a bit excessive for my first zone, but I think that's okay. Let's go to our objects. Let's go to maybe the fence. We'll grab some mooring poles. Some of those there. Put here as well. Just, sort of keep people off and away from some dangerous areas. And then this is like gonna be pretty much right near town. I can try to put like a gate or something here. Yeah, let me grab this. Yeah, perhaps bigger. Let's see, do they have a carriage? Or like a wagon? Oh, there's a lot more here than there was last time I was using this program, I'll tell you what. It can't be one. Oh, I see. Okay. It's supposed to be a loaded cart. Is there like a horse? No. That's okay. Insects and arachnids, just some webs and stuff. Animals. Yeah. I'll just get some sacks. Grain. Yo, just a cart full of bread? About wheat. Let's look at food and drink. Let's just get, this is just a bucket of meat. Zoom us in here. That's our carriage and supplies. Gotta tuck a package or two in here. There we go. Good. If I were to... Well, I guess I was facing upside down. But honestly, I think this is all I need for a terrain map, just for the first encounter. I guess the only other thing would be to have a small map of the town. There is a specific website that I like using. It is called... What about? Here, first let's just save this as Cohen outskirts. And I'll go ahead and close it. Oh, I'll wait for it to finish saving first. There we go. Go ahead and close that. I should be able to turn myself back on now, I hope. Hello? And nice. Oop. 11 this, there we go. So this is like it's a generator for like towns and whatnot. Very useful just for getting like very rough ideas of what you want. Open the menu here, you can set your parameters. So in this case, we're gonna do new city. Whoops. Do settlements. You want, you know what it's called? It's called Cohen. Let's just double check that I have spelled it right. C-O-L-H-E-N. Oh, fuck off. Town. Oh my god. This is not the one that I wanted. I need to go back. Go back! I could have sworn there were more options for this. Nope. Oh, pick a card. Oh, well. Village? Beauty. There we go. Population 81. Let's do 400, and his name is Cohen. As we know. A village. What makes the most sense with how the village looks? Village. Village. It is on a river. Housing roads, field, water. Really okay. I just need one that's on a river now. It was good. I need to see, let's pull up. So it's situated on like a couple of rivers, one main river. Oh, please. That's not what I wanted. Well, okay. Is it a town? District? Not quite a city. It's really not a city. Turn upside. New village. Like, it's quite substantial. No. I keep clicking the wrong button. Neighborhood generator? What is this? Oh, this is crazy. But no, I think I still want just a village. I just need something with around 300, 400 and next to a river. Police. Like coast. Large. I want a river. Oh, that's what it does. River. River instead of coast. Isolated. Let's do dense. We'll have a district. Right? No, river. Grove. Highway. Isolated. Yeah, let's do that. Oh. Oh, beauty. Look at that. Alright. That's exactly what we want. Okay. Let's rename the village because it has a. This is. It has a population of about 500 people. Lovely. Love to see it. try to full screen. Full screen. Apparently not. Stellar. Be able to just zoom in on things. How do I export as a PNG? Brilliant. All right, well, let's open up Krita, and then we'll go to our master plan. So, what we have done. We have worked on the map. We haven't set up Roll20. I forgot about that. We got a town map and the first battle map. So let's quickly, let's just write it together. In here. Not the best, but I'll do it. So, as far as we know, the party is a group of probationary members of, and what did I name this place? Of the Silim mercenary group, or mercenary guild. They have been dispatched to guard a shipment of food, of goods, not necessarily food. Seems strange. Food would probably be sent to Sillin, as opposed to the specialized goods probably coming from Silim to Cohen. Of goods as the regular escort has no-showed. The party will counter a sickly, partially transformed werewolf. Con, Dave, or magic rabies. If bitten, and then they will make it. Party will make it to Cohen to discover her plague. That's sort of session 0/session 1 in a nutshell. It's pretty simple, straightforward. a hook to bring them together into a single group. Sorry, excuse me. A hook to get them sort of in as one group. A role to get them to where they need to be. An encounter to sort of set the stage, and then the stakes of the town thereafter. So that should be good. And then I think what I'll do is I will get into specific characters later. As I said, I'm quite hungry. So I'm going to end the stream for now. And then hopefully I'll be back later. And I would really love to play some games with friends, maybe some party animals. Maybe get a squad together for some Lethal Company. We'll see. That's sort of general idea. Schedule. That's actually one other thing I need to... I know I want to do about 5 days a week. Perhaps more. We'll see. I want the average stream between 3 and 5 hours long. Maybe 2x 3 hours, like an afternoon and then an evening, or like a split like 2 and 4, something like that. I know maybe we'll do like say like Sunday through Thursday. Well, because Thursday will be D&D days when D&D is happening. So let's just tentatively say Mondays to Thursdays. I think that's gonna be what I'm gonna aim to. I might do some more streaming this weekend just because this is my first week, so I want to try to grow audience and whatnot. But I think this is the other master plan. I think that's what I'll aim schedule-wise. I might do longer streams, 3 to 5 hours, maybe a little short. I would like I said, I'd like to do more, so I'll probably do longer streams. So that's just a bare minimum, I think. Yeah, with that said, I will hop off for now. Go eat, spend time with my wonderful partner, and then be back later. Yeah, toodaloo.